Happy Monday, Tigers, and welcome back to the world's greatest elementary. We hope you all had a fun and restful weekend and are ready for another amazing week of learning and growing. The weather has definitely changed. We are getting into colder weather and have also had a lot of rain. It's very important that we make sure that we bring jackets and sweatshirts to school so we can stay warm at recess. And it's also important to keep track of all those extra layers of clothes, as our lost and found is getting very full. We can see that a lot of our Tigers are leaving jackets and coats at recess. Please talk to your adults about getting your name in your jacket, because if your name's in it, we can get it back to you. Also this week, please make sure you look through Lost and Found for any items that belong to you. Since we're talking about the cooler weather, we also wanted to remind all of you that due to morning 0 hour, if 1 or 2 hour late start is called for school because of weather, 0 hour is canceled for the day. That's only for morning 0 hour.
All right, Tigers, last week our 5th grade boys and girls volleyball team competed in the district volleyball tournament at Summit Lake Middle School. We want to congratulate all of our volleyball players for a great season. We also wanted to thank Mrs. Knott and Mrs. McAllen for all of their hard work leading our volleyball program and players. Here are some pictures from last week's volleyball tournament.
I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. We got 2 in the front, 2 in the back, singing along. We don't look back. Time flies by in the yellow and green. Stick around and you'll see what I mean. There's a mountain top that I'm dreaming of. If you need me, you know where I'll be. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone. I'll be riding shotgun underneath the hot sun, feeling like a someone, a someone, a someone.
All right, Tigers, we wanted to remind you about the gift, toy, and gift card drive to benefit Maple Valley Food Bank is happening now, between now and December 3rd. Here are some members of our student leadership team to give you more information.
Hello, Tigers. Thank you for joining us for this Tiger TV segment.
Yes, thank you, Tigers. We need to announce that there is a toy and gift card drive going on from November 7th to December 3rd.
Please notice that these toys will be going for ages from 0 to 12 years old.
Some examples of toys may be Hot Wheels, plushies,
Squishmallows, fidgets,
board games, sports equipment,
and TV-themed items.
please, no Barbies. They already have enough.
Make sure that the toys are unused and fresh.
Keep in mind, no food and no candy.
Remind your classmates and friends about this toy drive.
And remember,
it's a great day to be a Tiger.
All right, Tigers, we want to invite you and your family, if you're able, to consider donating a new unwrapped gift or toy or gift card to help spread the holiday cheer to those in need. You can bring any donations to the office. We will collect them there.
Tigers, it's time to recognize our classes who have earned the most Tiger Pride Awards in our Specialist Tiger Trophy Tracker program. Specialists will be getting those trophies to each of our classes and having special celebrations in the coming week. Here are the winners for music. In kindergarten, Mrs. Hurley's class. 1st grade is Mrs. Nelson. 2nd grade is Mrs. Papini. 3rd is Mrs. Mason. 4th is Mrs. Shireman. And 5th is Mrs. Lish's class.
Nice job. Here are the top classes for Future Ready. Kindergarten, Mrs. Stamp. 1st grade, Ms. DeGroot. 2nd grade, Miss Meeks. 3rd grade, Miss Belmondo. 4th grade, Miss Moffitt. 5th grade, Mr. Castoris.
All right, here are our top PE classes. Congratulations, kindergarten, Mrs. Hurley. 1st grade, Mrs. Nelson. 2nd grade, Mrs. Meeks. 3rd grade, Mrs. Belmondo. 4th grade, Mrs. Isley. And 5th grade, Mr. K's class.
All right, and our winning classes in art. In kindergarten, Mrs. K. 1st grade, Mrs. Nelson. 2nd grade, Miss Meeks. 3rd grade, McAllen. 4th grade, Miss Bradley. And 5th grade, Mr. K. We are so proud of our classes for following those behavior and expectations, being leaders in our school, showing the Tiger way. Keep up the great work, Tigers.
All right, Tigers, here is this week's lunch menu. Today, chicken drumsticks with potato smiles. Tomorrow, Tuesday's chicken nuggets with potato wedges. Wednesday's omelet and French toast. Thursday, chicken burger. And Friday, pizza!
All right, Tigers, it's time to recognize more of our amazing Tigers who have been earning Tiger Paw tickets and were selected in this week's drawing. For kindergarten, we have Kaya in Mrs. Stamp's class, Max in Mrs. Hurley's class, and Dakota in Mrs. K's class.
All right, nice job, kindergartners. Moving on to our first grade winners. Zaid, you were selected in Ms. Big Root's room. AJ, you're the winner in Ms. LaClesh's class. Penelope, you're the winner in Mrs. Unruh's room. Grayson, you were selected in Mrs. Nelson's classroom.
Nice job, first graders. Moving on to second grade, we have Peter J. in Miss Kortenkamp's class, Haley in Miss Ogle's class, Dadiani in Miss Papini's room, and Mandy in Mrs. Meek's class.
Nice job, second graders. Now moving on to third grade. Congratulations to Maddie in Mrs. Belmondo's room. Kayla, you were selected in Mrs. Yassine's class. Lexi, you're the winner in Mrs. McGowan's room. And Naomi, you're the winner in Mrs. Mason's classroom.
All right, nice job, third grade. Moving on to fourth grade, we have Jackson in Miss Bradley's class, Claire in Miss Moffat's room, Carson in Miss Shireman's class, and Luke in Mrs. Isley's class.
Way to go, fourth graders. And last but not least, our fifth grade winners this week. Ember, you're the winner in Mr. K's room. Sean, you were selected in Mrs. Licious' class. And Jude, you're the winner in Mrs. Heater's room.
All right, winners, when it is convenient for your class, they'll send you to the office to pick up your prize from the Tiger Paw treasure chest, which has been refilled this week. Mr. Abby, what's going on with story time this week?
All right, for story time, Miss Shauna will be reading the story called The Girl Who Makes a Million Mistakes. Hope that you enjoy it.
All right, Tigers, we hope you all have a great weekend. Remember,
It's a great day to be a tiger.
What I mean.
Hello, Tigers. Welcome back to Story Time. Today, we are going to read The Girl Who Made a Million Mistakes by Brenda Lee. This is Millie. Whatever she does, she makes mistakes. She pours milk, but misses the glass. Oops. She squeezes too much toothpaste. Oops. She uses too much glue. Oops. She spells banana wrong. Oops. She also runs too fast. Oops, crash. Millie dreams of being a top athlete, so one day she signs up for the hurdle race. It is a race where you jump over obstacles and sprint towards the finish line. On your mark, get set, go, says the announcer. Millie runs as fast as she can, hoping to take the lead right away. But Millie makes a mistake. She forgot to jump and ends up breaking the hurdle. Bang! She breaks the second hurdle. Crash! And the third, oh my, she has no idea. Bam, crack, snap. Jump, Millie, jump, Mom exclaims from the sidelines. Jumping up and down herself, Millie finally jumps. Oops! She lands on her face. She jumps again. Ouch! She lands on her bum. Millie is making a million mistakes. Eek! Oomph! Bonk! Plop! Aye! To stop tripping over hurdles, Millie jumps high. She jumps super high. She jumps insanely high. And boink! Millie crashes into a tree and breaks her tooth. Well, this is embarrassing, she thinks to herself. I'm a top athlete, all right. Top of a tree, that is. I'll just hide up here with a bunch of cats. Meow. Someone get me down. Meow. Okay, Millie, breathe. Millie calms herself. I am strong. I am unstoppable. I can figure this out. Millie toughens up and looks for a way down. Jump? Nah, it's gonna hurt. Climb? Nah, that's gonna scrape my knees. Aha, there's a kite. I can use it like a parachute. But the kite is on the other side. To reach it, she needs something really long. Millie comes up with a brilliant idea. She uses her shoelaces to tie branches together. It's time to test out her super long stick. Millie reaches for the kite. Yes, it works. Down she goes with a bunch of cats. Where were you? Asked Mom. Mom asked when Millie returned home. Long story, Mom, but I gotta go, replies Millie. Where are you going now? Asked Mom. I'm going to be the best athlete ever. Millie is determined to be the best athlete ever. She practices her jumping skills. She practices on her bed. She practices on the couch. She practices outside. She practices inside. She practices on a pogo stick. Boing, boing, boing to the left. She even inspires her family to set goals and practice hard. Boing, boing, boing to the right. Millie inspires her little brother, Theo, to practice his soccer skills. He has always dreamed of being a soccer star. Millie inspires her dad to practice his guitar skills. He has always dreamed of playing in a band. Millie inspires her mom to work on her science skills. She has always dreamed of being a scientist. The big day has finally arrived. Millie tries again. This time she feels much more prepared. On the mark, get set, go. She jumps over the first hurdle. She jumps over the second and third hurdle. Oops! On the fourth jump, she lands on her chin, but she gets back up right away. Millie knows she does not need to be perfect. She just needs to keep going. So Millie keeps going and going and going. Boing, 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 boing. She is in the lead. Lily can see the finish line. She can do it. Can she do it? Yes! Millie sprints across the finish line and wins the race. Millie is very happy and proud of herself. She has improved so much. Her practices have paid off. By turning mistakes into lessons and hard work, she has succeeded. Millie now fully embraces her mistakes because they have made her tougher and more resilient. More friends stuck? Don't worry, I'll get them down. Meow. Oops. Mistakes aren't so bad after all. The end. I hope you guys enjoyed The Girl Who Made a Million Mistakes. And just remember, Tigers, always follow your heart, work hard, and never give up. I'll see you in the library. Bye.